So if you look at the website here, schedule, there's Thunderstruck, which is a Saga event. And then next weekend there's Seam, which is a Saga event. I'll be there for this one. I'll be in Seam for the 5th one. Then there's Canada Cup. I'll be there for Canada Cup, but I'll be doing CPT there. And then I don't think they've announced the next Saga event, correct? Yeah, there's a Saga event in Japan that doesn't have any information about it. Man, this would be a fun event to go to. Then there is one more Saga event that's unannounced, right? TBD. And it has to be before the finals, which are late January. So I imagine we have a Saga event in November here. I imagine this Saga event, where was it? This Saga event must be early January or late December, sometime in December, right? They announced one in Australia. A Saga event or a Radar event? Also, there is a Radar event as late as this right here, right? DreamHack Winter is a... Oh, they announced the last Saga event is in Australia? Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, DreamHack Winter, right? This event right here is Radar, which means it sends you to a Saga event, right? And so are these two. So do these send you to the finals? They must send you to the finals, right? The LCQ finals. Because if the Saga event is late December, these two Radar events must send you to the finals to the LCQ. Because there are 7 Saga events, right? And that's 7 spots in the tournament. Last spot goes to the LCQ 8-man bracket. So let's jump back into the brackets for this. The brackets are crazy. The seating is really weird. I don't know if it was intentionally done like this, or I don't know. Oh yeah, I actually don't remember what the rules are. If somebody who already has a Dragon Ball wins one, I should probably look up the rules. I don't know if it goes to download rules. I have to get a PDF. I don't know if the rule is that the Dragon Ball goes to the next highest placing person who doesn't have one, or if it just opens up a spot at the LCQ. I'm not sure which it does. I've heard people say both, and I haven't looked at the rules myself, so I don't know. But I'll probably read it tonight before the tournament starts tomorrow, so when we're doing commentary, we can talk about it. So as far as the brackets going, like the seating is all over the place. Yeah, so Punk is seated as first, right? And then it's gone. Then Hook is seated 3rd. Then it's Pinoy. Then it's Apology Man as the 5th seed. And then it's DeKill Sage as 7th under Hex Factor. Then Cannibal, who I recognize. And then it's Nocul as the 9th seed, right? And then you have LK and Chris G after Koopa here. And then you have 2 more people. And then Super Noon as the 15th seed, right? The guy who made top 8 at EVO. 15th seed. I think that the seeding to me looks really weird. But when you go to the top 32, right? If you look at how the bracket's supposed to play out, it actually kind of works out. So Punk is theoretically the 1st seed, right? He'd have to play Super Noon. So let's say Super Noon and Punk play. It's pretty likely Super Noon will win, right? It's pretty likely that Super Noon will win. And then you have Super Noon versus Cannibal. And then this is probably Chris G here. This is like, I don't know who's going to win this. So it moves on into this whatever, right? So imagine that Punk is Super Noon. Super Noon versus Cannibal. And then Apology Man versus Chris G or Pinoy. So winner of that is like maybe Super Noon versus maybe Chris G or Apology Man. That's about right in the bracket. Then on this side, DeKill Sage maybe wins here. Who knows actually, right? But like Sage Hook. There's a potential like Super Noon versus Chris G and Hook versus DeKill Sage top 8 winner side, which that's a pretty good bracket, right? That looks like it's pretty good. Even though the seating is like really weird, it actually kind of works out. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if it was intentional or not. Nocul down here with Sage, though, that's interesting. So you're telling me that's in a way, no matter what, it seems like Nocul, DeKill Sage, and Hook are going to collide, and only one of them can make top 8 winner side, right? Oh, actually, I guess that's not true, because Hook is separate over here. So either Nocul or Sage, not both of them can make top 8 winner side, only one. And then on loser side, ooh, Apology Man Nocul. This could also be Chris G Nocul or like Pinoy, depending on who loses here, right? I just see it randomly. It worked in China. Yeah. That seems to be the case, right? Yeah, the seating's a little weird. They use, yeah, like Punk is a super high seed because, I mean, you know, historically on Smash GG, his results are very good, but it's a different game than Street Fighter, right? LK over Chris G. LK is really good at this game. I wouldn't be, him beating Chris G, I don't think is that a humongous upset, to be honest with you. It's not like a huge upset. It could happen. I don't think it's that unlikely. Especially LK lately, but we'll see. I mean, Chris G is a monster, obviously. You can't count him out, right? And when you look through these brackets, there's a lot of really good players. And I think nobody who has a Dragon Ball is at this tournament, right? Nobody. So, somebody new should get a Dragon Ball. Hook didn't get one because he lost to... He was pretty close. He got second to Goichi at the event where Goichi got a Dragon Ball. And Apology Man doesn't have one. Super Noon doesn't have one. Neither does Sage. Neither does Chris G. None of them have one. Somebody asked earlier what a tournament this is. Thunderstruck, the Saga event that's going on this weekend. It's also in the title of the stream. Yeah, this is a good one. So this event should be pretty good. What I haven't decided yet is tomorrow, the pools start at 10 a.m. my time. I don't know if I want to try and stream the pools all day because I have no idea what the pools will be like for this game. I don't know if it's going to be super good pools, if it's going to be super jank. I was instead thinking about waking up in the afternoon, like, sorry, not waking up, streaming in the afternoon and doing, what's it called? The matches that have been good so far, and we'll look through those, and then if any other good ones happen, we'll do analysis like that, right? So probably something like that instead of just watching all the pools. Because I usually wake up at about 10:30. So I could wake up a little early and try to stream it, but I have no idea what pools will be like. In my experiences, Dragon Ball has the worst pools. Yeah, I think the favorite for this tournament, it's hard to say who's going to win for sure, but I think favorites for this tournament are probably Hook, Sage, Noon, and then after that, probably Apology Man, Chris G, Nakiel, and maybe LK from the US players. But I'm 100% sure that they will be upsets. I think there's a 0% chance that all those players I listed, at least one of them does not get upset by an international player. And I'm not upset because Avoiding the Puddle has hit me with the 14-month subscription. Thanks very much, homie. Man, I was cracking up watching that Donkey Kong Country stream. I really want to get that game on the Switch. I need more Switch games. That game looks tight. There's no way that one of these players from Mexico or from Central or South America doesn't upset one of these players. One of these players from Mexico is going to be playing Brawly and Super Saiyan Calvo Vegito, and they're just going to smoke one of these US players, right? That's the danger of going to an event like this where you don't know all the local regions and playstyles. You see it in other games where players show up. Like even there's that year where I think Satan JDCR went to like Peru, right? Satan JDCR went to Peru for there was some event, right? And like one of them got smoked by the Peruvian scene. You just have different playstyles than probably the playstyles they're used to, you know? That's just sort of a common thing. I think between Hook, Sage, Super Noon, Apology Man, Nakiel, and Lord Knight, two of them will probably get upset by players from Mexico or Central or South America that we're just not familiar with. It's pretty likely to get to happen, right? Just because they're just players that you're not familiar with, and there's so much footage of all those players, and they're just gonna run into some Brawly Vegito Gotenks player and get smoked, right? Like the players out there are very good, so that's like not unlikely to happen. It's really common in almost every game, right? Mexico just loves Dragon Ball. There's no way that they're not gonna just beat the hell out of everybody on here. I asked, you know what that reminds me of? I asked Reynolds about going to this event. I thought he would go to try to get a Dragon Ball, and he's like, nah, man, every time I go to Mexico, they try to make me play KOF. I don't want to go. That cracked me up, dude. I was like, all right, that's fair enough. It's like every time I go, they try to make me play KOF, and I'm like, I ain't trying to play.